What is ISRO? Do you know what ISRO does? I don't know. Nothing. Why am I sitting here? Today I will tell you what it does. Let's start today's video. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, is the space agency of India. In the 1960 seconds, when the world's superpowers were racing to conquer space, one Indian scientist looked at the stars differently. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai believed space should serve people, not politics. He said, and thus began India's space story rooted in pragmatism and purpose. In 1962, the Indian National Committee for Space Research in COSPAR was formed. By 1969, it evolved into ISRO. Just 6 years later, in 1975, India launched its first satellite, Aryabhata, built entirely at home. And in 1980, India achieved launch autonomy with Rohini 1, carried into orbit by the PSLV-3, the first rocket fully designed and made in India. ISRO's journey can be read through its rockets. In the 1990s came the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, or PSLV, a symbol of precision, reliability, and affordability. Over 50 successful missions later, it became the workhorse of Indian spaceflight, trusted by countries around the world. While others spent hundreds of millions, ISRO offered launch services for just $18.28 million, making India the world's most cost-effective space destination. But true independence required more power, so ISRO built the Launch Vehicle Mark III, or LVM-3, nicknamed Bahubali, a three-stage heavy-lift rocket crowned with an indigenous cryogenic engine, a technology mastered by only a few nations. In 2025, LVM-3 successfully launched the CMS-03 communication satellite, ending India's dependence on foreign rockets. It wasn't just an engineering milestone, it was a declaration of sovereignty in space. If there's one quality that defines ISRO, it's frugal innovation doing more with less. In 2013, the Mars orbiter mission Mangalyaan reached Mars on its first attempt, at a cost of just $74 million. That's less than 1/10 of NASA's Maven mission. A few years later, Chandrayaan-3 softly landed on the moon for $75 million, cheaper than many Hollywood movies. How does ISRO achieve this magic? By mastering indigenous technology, designing modular, reusable systems, and nurturing a dedicated, humble workforce driven by purpose over profit. ISRO's efficiency is not about cutting corners, it's about crafting brilliance from constraint. ISRO's journey didn't stop with orbits around Earth. In 2014, India became the first Asian nation and only the fourth in the world to reach Mars on its very first attempt. Mangalyaan was meant to last 6 months. It operated for over 7 years. Then came Chandrayaan-3. In 2023, a historic soft landing near the moon's south pole, making India the first nation ever to do so. Soon after, the Aditya L1 mission was launched to study the sun, a complex, high-precision operation executed flawlessly. Beyond exploration, ISRO strengthens India's national security. Its satellites guard our borders, track coastlines, and power communication and navigation. Perhaps the most strategic creation is Navik India's own GPS system, born from a moment of denial during the 1999 Kargil conflict. Today, Navik ensures that no foreign power can switch off India's navigation. It's a constellation of independence, our own compass in the cosmos. ISRO's impact goes far beyond rockets and satellites. Over 400 technologies have been shared with more than 230 industries, from advanced materials and sensors to lithium-ion batteries. Even a low-cost heart pump was inspired by ISRO's work on rocket materials, a literal heartbeat born from space science. And the future? It's brighter than ever. By 2027, India aims to send astronauts into orbit through the Gaganyaan mission. By 2028, the Bharatiya Antariksh Station, India's own space station, will take shape. By 2032, the next generation launch vehicle, a reusable rocket, will redefine commercial space access. And by 2040, ISRO plans to place an Indian astronaut on the moon. From humble beginnings to lunar dreams, the journey continues. Unstoppable. The story of ISRO isn't just about science, it's about belief. Belief that innovation doesn't need abundance, that determination can outshine doubt, that a bicycle carrying a rocket cone can someday lead to a rocket carrying a nation's pride. Every Indian launch, every satellite, every mission is a whisper from that old photograph reminding us that dreams, no matter how small they begin, can reach the stars. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you soon in the next video.